And we're live. Hello, welcome to Slice of Pie, episode 10 of Season 3. I'm Eric, and with me are Gabe, Kit, and Victor. Yeah. So, I made sure to write it down. We're gonna do goals. We never do goals. So who would like to... Who knows what their goals are going to be this session? For recap, you were on Thunder Eagle 1. You just stole a case of Obtainium. You have 20 Obtainium ingots, but you have decided to take 3 of them for yourself.
Obtainium, definitely not at all related to unobtainium.
I was having trouble coming up with someone, and someone suggested that, so we used it.
Okay.
I appreciate your honesty.
And we're keeping it. I like it. Because, unobtainium, it's not obtainable, but obtainium, they already obtained it. So, but yeah, that is the goal. You're meeting with the buyer, and then you'll get paid.
Okay.
Would anyone like to do their goals first? Otherwise, I'll pick someone.
I'll do it.
All right.
All right. So protect the shit I screwed. That one never changes.
Right. That one has been going on for almost the entire show.
It's the entire show.
Okay.
It has been there since the beginning.
Cool. I didn't know that because I'm not you, so I didn't remember that. That makes sense that you would remember that because it's your character.
Yeah. Work towards filling the empty position. Oh, Victor's got to. Victor, to meet yourself. Roll 20. Or original. Victor.
Yo.
You gotta mute yourself on roll 20.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. I guess you refreshed. Okay, so work towards filling the empty position. Remember last time?
Yes, that vague empty position
Mm-hmm.
that one of my NPCs will be filling.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes, and because I want it to be more of an opportunity for us to get to know the characters.
Right, and I do appreciate that. I've been trying to also do that to some extent.
Yeah.
Okay.
And third one, help/empower my crewmates to solve problems. I guess these first 3 are pretty interrelated, but they are different enough that I feel like they require different actions sometimes.
Yeah.
Next one is train the strike team. This one, there's a clock going for it.
Mm-hmm.
And then the 5th one is Behemoth, which, the Behemoth is gonna. It's an obvious goal. I feel like if you don't have that as a goal, it's kind of like, well, sure, let it eat the sector.
Yeah, stop the behemoth in some way.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's working towards it,
Yeah.
There's a lot of research going on as well.
Yeah, it's
not
coming up
right
on the end of the month, and then I'll roll on all of these tables, or all these clocks at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get some progress on them.
Cool.
So it sounds like all your goals are going to stay the same?
For now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Kit, Victor, do you have ideas?
I suppose I'll go next.
Okay. So, Comrade, your goals. Yeah, like with Valentine, you can have up to 5 goals. I think 2 of them had to be long-term. I can't remember.
I think that was right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So right now we're currently stealing some unobtainium while simultaneously bilking the person we're supposed to be giving them to out of
You've already stolen the Obtainium.
right, but we've also stolen 3 of the obtainium that we're supposed to give
Yes.
to the person in the first place.
Yeah.
Then I suppose I'm gonna put get away with theft of unobtainium.
Okay.
Get away with the theft of the stolen unobtainium.
Right. You're stealing stuff that you already stole, but you want the credit for stealing it again.
Exactly.
Got it. Okay. That's one goal. I know you also have the goal of spread communism.
And working with Mirko and Vincent to create more advanced mechs.
What was the one you got rid of?
Find psychics. Or psychic, the one psychic that we were hunting down.
Oh, did you get the XP from that?
I think so.
Okay, we'll just get rid of that then. 0. Cool. And do you have any ideas for anything else you want to do while you're on the station?
Are we really doing anything else on the station?
But I don't know. Potentially. I do know that at one point you wanted to find out... No, wait. Did you want to find out more about your core programming or something? Is that you or is that a different game?
I think that was me, but I changed it.
Yeah. I mean, you're allowed to have 5 goals. So if you wanted to add that, that wouldn't be a bad thing.
Yeah, okay. I'll put that in there.
Okay, cool. And Victor, what goals do you want for Vincent this session?
I think a lot of them can remain because they're not done.
Okay.
So working on the office virus / the regular bio virus
Yep.
based on that zombie play people.
Mm-hmm.
Steal someone's credits. It's a thing I've been slacking on. I've got to
Yeah.
start stealing more people's pocket change.
Okay.
Especially with the son now. Like I gotta teach him how to do it. I think maybe that's how I think that maybe the first early coding I'm teaching him is how to transfer credits into a proxy account.
Okay.
That's probably what I'm working towards with him, and he'll help me fulfill that.
Nice.
The tiny long cons is still happening. The egg cream machine is going to come to fruition hopefully by the end of this episode.
Right.
Um,
Remind me again
I've
what you're
got
doing
to
with that. I've forgotten because it's been a couple weeks since we've played. I know for anyone who watched it, it's been hours. I think you're muted.
You've forgotten because I never actually told you what the plan was with that machine.
Oh, okay. If you want to keep that a secret, you can do that.
And then finally, I think guns with the Zeus boost thing. I've got to start doing some actual programming work for like the initial idea of the maybe grenade.
Right.
And also, I think for my 5th one, I'm going to finally start helping K.O.M.R.A.D do kind of programming work for the mechs.
Cool.
You know, I just realized I don't think I ever actually leveled up.
Okay. Well, you can do that while we play, hopefully. It's pretty simple. You're level 6 now, so it's just skill points. Okay.
Yeah, it's not like D&D.
No. Pretty simple, unless you're a psychic.
He was part psychic.
How many skill points do I get?
3. No, wait, are you a partial expert? What are you?
I'm partial.
Okay, yeah, you're partial expert, partial warrior, with a wild psychic talent.
You just had
So
to be greedy. You just wanted
you
all
wanted,
three.
yeah, you got all three things. So you get 4.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Though I don't think you can put anything in psychic stuff.
Right, yeah.
Unless you get your foci in it. Yeah. So, the 3 of you and Josie and one of the robots and I think some of the strike team were going on the station.
Remind me what the situation was.
So
Yeah, I remember vaguely we were going to Thunder Eagle 1.
You're at Thunder Eagle 1. You're here to meet the buyer. They have not been identified, but they are at the Golden Horizon Hotel, which is on the station. And they'll be identifiable, or you'll be brought to them once you go to the hotel.
Right, and as a reminder, Josie saw the future, or no?
Mirko saw the future of Josie getting shot.
Mm-hmm. Right. And he saw it because he did some drugs?
Because he touched the ingot, and he's a psychic.
Okay.
And I had to come up with something on the fly.
All right.
Which I think was okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
Now you just have to get in a gunfight.
Yeah. All right, should we do roll initiative right now?
Let's wait.
Okay.
So
okay, I shoot the nearest person. All right, roll initiative.
I mean, that would work. But yeah. That was, I think, who you're bringing on the ship, though, right?
Yeah.
You 3, Josie, and a couple of the strike team? And a robot.
I guess there's always a robot.
Right. Otherwise, why have them?
Yeah. Sure. Okay. I mean, what are the laws in from Eagle One? What can we expect? What's the reputation?
What?
What's the reputation?
It's usually used as... So it used to be that it was like a bit of a resort because you wouldn't necessarily want to go there. It's kind of out of the way. Pretty much anything in this corner of the galaxy is out of the way and would have to go through Triton, and people tended not to go there. So it was like an out of the way but close enough resort. But then a new lane showed up, which was here. Like someone discovered this new lane, and trade started pouring through it, and pirates started showing up more often, and the less reputable types. So there's a lot of hotels and shopping boutiques that have either like lost a lot of customers or have turned into bars and, places for pirates to stay. So it's kind of up in the air right now. There are rich people in part of the station and pirates in another. In the richer section, there's security. In the poorer section, there are armed pirates who enforce the law. And it's thought that maybe the pirates have a deal with the owner because he tends to not do anything with them. He just leaves them alone, and they leave him alone. So yeah,
Okay. Um,
you will have to go through the pirate part to get to the hotel, but that's just a docking thing.
okay.
Unless you want to pay
Um,
extra, but
are we going to meet a pirate? Is that who we're going to be selling this to?
no.
Or
I mean, you're going...
no?
So there's 2 tiers of docking. The normal fee of docking, which is paid for by the Phoenix, or you can pay the premium price for the rich people that come to the place.
Thereby avoiding the pirates.
Yeah, you can avoid them, but you have to pay extra.
How much extra?
1,000 credits?
I mean, I can pay that if we don't want to deal with people. I have the credits to spare. Let me put it like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's not... For you guys, you're, very rich right now. You're swimming in money. It's more to separate the riffraff. But yeah, if you want to do it, feel free. I just need confirmation.
I'll be willing to pay if that's all right with everybody.
What kind of I guess what's the main difference aside from being able to avoid the pirates?
What do you mean?
Is it it's just I don't know. Sometimes in places like this, you'd expect that the rich people would be just as dangerous as the pirates.
Maybe they are.
But all right, yeah, we can give that a shot. At the very least, it's likely to be less overcrowded in a place like that.
Yeah.
Which has its own benefits.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I just subtracted 1,000 credits from my account.
I should probably do the same just so I keep it up with you. Oh, I don't even know how many you have. Never mind. Go ahead.
I had 595.
It's fine. I'll just look at your thing later.
Okay.
I have my own chart so that I can see all of your stuff together.
Okay.
Anyway, so yeah, you walk onto this... You dock with the upper section. It's called the upper section, but it's, it's space. There is no up. But you dock with the upper section. There's like a tube that comes out of this 2-tiered cylinder, essentially. That's what the station is. There's a tube that comes out to meet your ship, and you walk in it like an airplane boarding tube. You passed by a security check person who waves you in. Weapons. So, like most civilized places, you're allowed to carry your weapons, just not obvious assault weapons. Or assault armor. I know that's not a problem for Val, but I just want to... Or Comrade. I just want to make that known.
Well, K.O.M.R.A.D is the assault weapon.
Right. Right. You can't really change that. But yeah, do any of you try and sneak anything by, or just go through security?
I can take my pistol, right?
Yes, you can, small firearms are fine. It's for defense. It's whatever. But, larger stuff is frowned upon. Like, you wouldn't bring in your plasma projector or your thunder gun.
How about a sawed-off shear rifle?
It's considered bad form, but...
A grenade. Can I sneak in my grenades?
Yeah, you can sneak them in, yeah. You have a holdout cavity, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna sneak in my vibro knife or whatever they're called,
Okay.
and my grenades, and keep my thermal pistol by my side.
Okay. Cool.
I'm guessing that's going to be a sneak check.
Well, you have a holdout cavity, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, I think that just lets you take it in.
Yeah, like sort of, it's meant to be.
Oh no, you don't have any cyberware. So yeah, that'll be a sneak check.
Uh,
You should think about cyberware.
I
yeah.
should. I thought I had.
Nothing is on your character sheet. I almost said comrade sheet. You rolled a 0.
But I rolled well.
Yeah, you rolled an 11. Cool. I don't know what happened.
Man, we've seen this before.
Yeah.
It's just
Oh, there we go.
Oh yeah, there's a ++1.
So,
Weird.
should I take the 11?
You
or
take the
should I
11.
take- Okay.
Okay, so yeah, you pass by the, security checkpoint with grenades somewhere on your person.
I have them, like, hanging in a spot that's close to, like, some of my more exposed bits, so it kind of sort of resembles, like, just electronics and,
I mean-
and motors.
I figure it could be just as simple as like, people look at a android such as yourself and they see this like human-ish form, so they think of it as like, where would a human store things? And they don't think to check like your freaking armpits or something like that, because like that's, you can just put things places that people can't.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's it.
You
I
know,
just have a grenade under each armpit.
so I think what the check person does, like they pat you down as per normal because you're humanoid, but you're not wearing any clothing, so they're not really hiding anything, and they definitely touch some of the grenades. They just don't notice that they're grenades.
Not sure whether that makes me more or less comfortable.
I mean, you put them really well hidden on your body.
And these are probably like future grenades too, so they don't even look like modern grenades that are like, very obvious.
Oh, not at all.
They could
Like
have,
it might just be a cylinder that you've stuck to your, armpit.
It might not even be cylindrical. It could be rectangular, and then it
Yeah.
conforms to your like, edges and lines on the chassis.
Oh yeah, like magnetic connectors
Mhm.
that is like meant to go with your chassis.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I am a combat. Yeah. Anyways, so I sneak in a knife and some grenade.
Yeah, we've put a lot of focus on this minor detail.
And we're describing a character. This is cool.
Yeah, I mean I like it, but we can move on.
Isn't that basically what we do all the time, putting a lot of focus on minor details?
Yes. That's our appeal.
Is that why we have no watchers?
I thought about that when I said our appeal, but maybe, I don't want to think about that. Victor, what is Vincent doing during this pre-check? You haven't said anything.
Push the
You're
button.
muted. I can hear you.
I think in order to sneak in my grenades, I'm going to put them on my son and bring my son.
Okay.
I think that we've probably had like this talk before as like father and child, where it's like, hey kiddo, listen,
You're mute now.
sometimes daddy needs you to be something called a mule. Alright, this is that basic conversation about like how it's the same deal as last time, how he'll get money, how he'll
I
get
feel
a
like
cut.
I feel like
Yeah.
someone should be calling
I was-
child services on you.
Nah, the
Oh,
person who
excuse
would
you.
be doing that thinks that he's his son. He's trying to set
Yeah.
up playdates with his supposed son.
Child
I
services
don't
can't
think
catch
it's
me.
any
Doesn't mean I
better.
don't deserve them to call.
And
It's
he's
not about what's better, it's about what's good for my son. What's good for my son is a payday.
all right. But yeah, you get into this airport-looking area. You know how they have kiosks and stores. I guess the station is kind of like that, but instead of just that, there's also hotels.
They're that in airports too.
There are hotels and airports?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Damn, I did not know that.
Yeah.
I've never seen
Yeah.
one.
I mean, not every airport, but
Yeah.
large international ones, absolutely.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yep.
So it's just like an airport then. Yeah, like closer to this area, there are, coffin hotels and, small one-room things. But you're told to go meet at the Golden Horizon, which is further in. You've been given a map of the station. You can find it pretty easily. Yeah, so you go to the
As we're
horizon.
going,
Yeah?
I'd just like to note that I'm staying close to Josie
Okay.
and remind you as the person playing her that she has her power, that she can see into the future. So, if it comes up, I'd like her to have the opportunity to see the danger coming.
Okay. Yes. Thank you for reminding me. I do often forget that she can do that.
Yeah.
Also, where are we going again?
You're going to the Golden Horizon to meet the buyer of Obtainium.
Gotcha.
Who has the case? Who's carrying it?
That definitely the sun.
Well, we did bring a robot with us,
You did.
so could you just be the robot?
Out there, yeah.
I mean, I know you might want to have your hands free in case something happens, but I figure, if one of us has to be carrying it, it could just well be the robot.
Why?
Fair enough.
It's just a matter of reaction time and being able to deal with problems as they come up. We know that there's a threat here because of what Mirko saw.
I mean, that threat can't. Isn't it possible that threat happens 10 years from now? How do we know there's a tight timeline on that?
So
It's
typically
going to happen within 10 days, and that was about 10 days ago.
Then why are we bringing Josie at all to this
I don't
place
actually
if she
remember.
can get shot?
So we asked
She should just
her.
stay home.
I think it was to show her bravery.
It's her decision.
Stupid, noble idea.
Well, it's done. So here we are.
Damn it, Josie.
Also, what did Josie bring as weapons?
Josie brought her normal loadout, which is her Mind Blade, which is a Tech 5 weapon that doesn't really look like a weapon, and her metafocal grenades.
Okay.
I really love those things.
They're really good. They do a lot of damage and don't hurt anyone of you.
Which we really need in this group.
Yeah. Also, as a normal thing that I always forget, she has Farthought and can also link you up for free. So, if
Which
you
means-
want, you can all be linked up to a telepathic communication system.
Oh, so we don't need to talk necessarily, so we can just
Yeah, if you want to have conversations between yourselves, you can do that
in secret,
telepathically.
yeah.
Yeah, because
Would
now
there be a
it's
way for
up to, I think, 1 kilometer? No, 1,000 kilometers. I thought it was 1,000 meters. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I often forget that.
Sure. Why not?
Comrade, while you're
Yeah.
going... Oh, Vincent, you never made your stealth check.
You're muted.
You're still muted.
Am I making a stealth check, or is my son making a stealth check?
You're going to make a stealth check with a +1 bonus because you're the one sneaking things. You're just using him to help you. Also, he doesn't have a stat block. Also, while we're doing this, Comrade, can you make a notice roll? Okay, that's a good sneak, and that's a pretty good notice.
I made 9 for a notice.
Oh, he made 2 sneak rolls. Okay, that's a good notice. It's better than what I thought you got. Also, I just remembered, make a mental effects save. Just to give me a baseline for what I'm going with. Cool. So, you are, walking through this airport-like space station, and you see 2 soldiers that you recognize the uniforms of.
Okay.
They are season military. They're probably in some sort of special operations. Maybe not like the elite of the elite, but they're like special ops recruits. And you see them, and you see that they see you, and that they're like talking amongst themselves. And you get a pop-up, and it says link up request, like squad link up request.
I'm sorry, who are the seasons again?
Oh, right. So the seasons are so in your home world, or home system, there are 2 planets, Sisu and Sahul, and they were at war just a couple years ago, and Sisu took over Sahul, which is your planet, and you were supposed to be a, psychic hunter for the Sahulians, but then you were, freed before you were captured.
So this joke might not land, but are you a guardian of Sahul?
I get it. Wow, I haven't read those books in... Wow.
I don't get it, but let's not focus on that. But so yeah, you see enemy combatants from a war that ended 2 years ago, and they notice you.
How far away are they?
They're maybe across from a seating area.
How many feet is that?
Like 50.
Cool.
So like you
Alright.
could go up to them pretty easily, but they, don't seem to. They're not confrontational. They're just like they notice you, and they talk about probably you, and then you get this pop-up that says squad link up requested.
I'll accept for now.
Okay. So we get like a shot from your point of view where we get this pop-up, and you think about it a bit, and then you hit accept in your mind, and then we get like an animation overlaid on your vision where this like warning symbol appears in like a circle pattern over them, and it's like warning enemy combatant, and then there's like a arrow in your vision that shows you like a green arrow that shows you a nearby ally.
Okay. I turn to Val and I go, Captain,
What's that?
there happens to be enemy combatant. This unit spotted enemy combatants. Permission to
Explain.
I kind of uh, tell Val exactly where they are, just kind of point them out verbally in the seating area.
I mean, do you give an
And
explanation?
go,
Like,
huh?
do you give an explanation though?
Well,
Like,
yeah, I'm like, those people over there, not in that, but uh, are the combatants who took over this unit's home base of operations.
so you want revenge? Because this is the first I've heard of it.
Crap. Let me. How
I do also want to point out that this is not an empty area. There are civilians around. And security. Just to let you know.
Yeah. Um, this unit was created to fight a war against them before my before this unit's creators were destroyed. I pause and go. As far as this unit is concerned, the war is still ongoing. Permission to engage. Covertly.
Surveillance is permitted. Do not engage.
Affirmative. Do I get a psychic sense off of them?
Let me do a roll. Yeah. One of them is psychic.
Updated information. One of enemy combatants happens to be psychic.
But he gets to know what type of psychic, right?
Oh, he does. Yeah, it's metapsionic.
Metapsionics.
Which is the same kind as you.
Yeah. So that's only a danger to other psychics. So, all right. Definitely survey them then. Keep an eye out. But yeah, this is too public a place to continue this war of yours. Not when we've got a job to do.
Then turn to Victor.
Vincent?
Vincent, yes. This unit is loath to ask for assistance. But
Did you say low or low?
loathe.
As in you do not like to ask for assistance.
Correct. Would you be willing to access station security to monitor enemy combatants?
Once again, this is the place where we're just making a drop off of this one thing, right? Like,
Yes.
how much more stuff is happening?
A lot, apparently.
Okay.
That did give me an idea, actually, though, which we could do when we're leaving here if nothing goes wrong. Okay.
Okay.
But so let's get going with this job. Wrap it up as quickly as we can, and then I'll explain my idea.
You said Josie has metafocal grenades, yes?
Yes, Josie does have metafocal grenades.
I will look at Comrade and Comrade, listen. I'm gonna do you this. I'm gonna do this favor for you, okay? I'm gonna do exactly what you want to the best of my abilities. If you want, I'll even link your compads so that you can check in once in a while as well. You owe me one.
Is 1,000 credits acceptable?
No. What is this? Amateur hour, boy? You think I'm new here? What's wrong
5,000?
with you? Out of here with this 1,000 credits. That's chump. That's what I put under my kid's pillow when they knock a tooth. That's okay.
5,000?
You just one day, and that day may never come. I will ask you for a favor, and I'll expect you to return this favor in kind. You understand what a handshake is, comrade?
I look down at you and go, this unit is not an idiot.
Right. Are you familiar with the culture behind a handshake signifying the closing of a deal?
I'm just going to stare at you.
I put my hand out.
I grab it and apply a bit more force than strictly necessary.
As he holds my hand, I very quickly and easily.
You muted.
So, while he holds my hand, I roll a programming check. Because I can do that one-handed. Because it's just cameras. Who cares?
Yeah, I was looking at the programming, the hacking rules, and I think you do have access to wireless hacking.
I also rolled
Yes,
two
he does.
sixes. So.
You also did roll 2 6s.
Are you trying to hack me, or are you trying to hack the system?
Hack the system. Don't worry.
Yeah, so you get complete control over the system.
Very good, very
I also would like to link Comrade's compads so that he can view the monitors whenever they'd like.
Yeah, you got 2 6s. You can do that.
You know, I have to ask because it wouldn't be beyond you.
Right, but, you know, I'm trying to make a deal here. I don't want you to negate on that favor. So, I'm happy we came to this agreement. I look forward to your services in the future.
I'm going to regret this.
And I'll walk away.
Cool.
I also then look at my son and go, "Okay, did you see that? That's how we negotiate. You hold what's if someone needs something from you, always get a little back."
Can I hook up my COM.PAD like to a port so I can have like this little window going like in the corner of my vision of following?
Oh, I assumed that your COM.PAD was already kind of part of your body. I think that might be some cyberware stuff, but I kind of just assumed that you is part of your overlay.
That works too.
Like you've got a video game HUD. Yeah. And so actually, I think the way we would represent this on screen is we get, your vision again. And then we get, we zoom out a little so that it doesn't fill up the whole screen. And then we get a bunch of other cameras that, surround, and then another layer and another layer. Because you've got the entire station hooked up to you now.
Can
yeah.
I make a check to see where our contact is?
Sure. You also get some new information. You get 3 more warning signals, like those rotary things that appear over 3 more people that are within the station. And you get some more ally icons that appear over these 4 drones that are flying throughout the station. One of them is near you.
You said there are allied drones. What does that entail?
they're part of his squad.
Like Comrade's original OG unit.
The squad uplink has identified them as allies.
I'd like
Is only
to.
Comrade aware of this?
Yeah, he's the only one who's able to see it because it's overlaid over the information that you have given him, but it's not part of the information that you've given him. So while you have access to all the cameras, he's been, plugged into two separate systems that are talking to each other.
But
I'd
we
like
can't see
to
the drones,
send
right?
a virtual handshake to it.
Okay. Yeah, it pings you back. You get the sense that the drone isn't pinging you back, but that there's something controlling the drone that is aware of you. But you can't see what is controlling the drone.
Okay.
But we don't see these drones, right?
No, there's one that's like in the area that you're in, like the wing of the station.
And are its visuals a part of that system camera network?
No.
I'm gonna hack that drone.
I don't think you know of it yet. I mean, like, you
just
see
so I can
a
see it.
drone, but there are, other drones around. I don't think that you know that... Vincent does not know that that drone is an ally to Comrade, but he
that's
can
not what
see the drone.
That's not what Vincent's thought was. Vincent's thought was like that drone probably has a camera and is not mine,
Right.
and is suspicious.
I mean, there are several drones just around.
Yeah, drones are very common here, is the thought.
Yeah,
I
like
think
Are
it's...
these flight drones or like standard like walking units?
They're flight drones. So whenever I say drone, the game assumes that they're either flight or sometimes space or aquatic. And then droids, I guess, or AI are the humanoid ones.
Android, the official
Androids,
word.
yeah.
Android is the proper term for
Right, droid I think is
human-shaped.
copywritten.
Yeah, well, it's also very vague, but android is the official, like, robot means slave, android means human-like.
Yeah.
Um,
Although there are
robot.
robots that are similar but aren't humanoid, like spiders.
Yeah.
The arachnodroids.
Mhm.
Anyway, we've gotten off topic again.
Well, that's why to work in Russian is "roboti." It literally means
Yeah.
works.
It's Slavic in nature.
But yes.
The word robot. Yeah.
You wanted to see if you could find the buyer 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
I think you're going to have to make a notice roll, but with intelligence.
Do I get any bonuses for being white?
I don't think so, because you don't know who it is you're talking to. You just know where you're supposed to meet them. Okay, so you got a 9. So I will give you some information. He is, in the Golden Horizon, as stated, which is a hotel and restaurant. And you scan the area with your new visual capacity. And there is a section of the restaurant part on the first floor of the hotel that is cleared out except for one person. It's in full view of the rest of the restaurant, but he is the only one sitting there, and he looks to be someone with money and has a briefcase of stuff, presumably credits.
I'll tell everyone all of this information.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think you know who they are. They don't seem to have any identifiers. But yeah, does anyone want to do anything with this information, or do we just want to go there immediately?
I'd like to
everything
go there immediately.
everything looks above board so far, right? Like there hasn't been anything
Yeah,
that
seems
my
fine.
character would know to be, because like I don't know, some things are supposed to be standing out to the character that
Yeah.
I wouldn't know necessarily to be weird.
I can give some more information. There are other people in the restaurant that are nearby that seem to be checking. They like look back over their shoulder or like over their menu to like look at him or like each other, and there seems to be some of them that are among the crowd that are with him. But he wants to appear to be alone.
Okay. So we'll stop until like, well, we're not even near the restaurant right now, are we?
I mean, you're on your way. It's a short walk there.
Okay. So we'll stop once we get to it, but we won't go immediately in. I wanna deal with things before we
Okay.
step inside.
Yeah, so you get there unaccosted. Comrade, you can tell that the enemy combatants are in communication with each other and are thinking about what to do. They haven't closed in on your location yet, but they are planning something.
Okay.
I inform Val of this.
Okay.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah. So you get to the Golden Horizon. It's a nice hotel. It's a nice restaurant with a hotel attached to it. It's not too deep into the station, just a couple minutes walk. But it's, you know, and it's not super isolated, but it does have its own section where you can get away from the hustle and bustle, but there is like a window that you can see into the hallway.
Okay.
It's broken into sections if you want me to describe it a bit further.
Do you have a map?
Yeah, but I don't want it to be used for combat exactly. I don't think it's like a great... you know what? I'll just do it. Whatever. I have a map. Here it is.
Yeah, because the idea isn't to like.
Yeah.
I know that when you put out a map, the assumption is, oh, there's going to be combat.
Yes.
But
And I don't want that
figured-
assumption to be made.
Yeah.
Which is why I was resistant.
Yes.
Um,
So where's the person we're meeting?
So this is the entrance to the Golden Horizon, and this is the area that you are meeting with this person. They have a table set up with 5 chairs instead of 4, because they knew that there's 5 of you, but there's actually now more of you.
Well, that's okay. Because
I mean, there's 4 of you, and now there are more, because he was considering himself also. But yeah, you're at this table specifically. And that section is cleared out while the others are in use.
what do you mean? Oh, so you mean like this table through to this table, and that's all empty?
Yeah.
All these tables. Okay.
Yeah, this area is not being used, and also these booths. Yeah, those square things are booths. Just
Okay.
I had trouble figuring out what those were.
Cool. And where did you say that? Well, okay, you said that there were other people
He's
who
here.
are working with this person.
Yeah, they're scattered about.
Okay.
You didn't get like a exact number.
Sure. Okay. I would like. All right. Comrade, would you mind waiting out here? Keep an eye out for those enemy combatants of yours, and come in if you hear trouble. But I figure if you and the other robot stay out here with the goods, until we have confirmation of the deal. And I guess we can like bring in one of those. What is it? A nugget?
Ingot.
As like ingot. So it's more refined, I guess. So yeah, we can bring one of those in as proof that we have it, get the payment, and so on. All right, Vincent. Do you want Toddy to be here? I know you want him to witness your negotiations.
I'd like him to be there because if something does go wrong, he has my grenades.
Well, I mean, you gave him the grenades to pass through security. Can't you get them now?
I mean,
take them off of him.
I want him to feel like he's participating.
Well, right now it's alright to be passive. He's learning. He's your apprentice, though.
I'll take the grenades off my kid.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He doesn't struggle.
And you can still record this dealing if you want, so that he can learn from your negotiation skills if you like.
Victor, I want Vincent to make a notice roll.
Seven.
One of your grenades is missing.
Junior.
He looks up at you.
Where's the other grenade?
He takes it out of his pocket. You're muted.
I get on my knee so I can look him in the eyes. And I say, listen, bucko. If I give you an instruction, I need you to follow it for both our sakes. But also, I am so proud of you. I let him eat the grenade.
Nice. Yeah, he puts it back in his pocket.
Also, I quickly realized that I've never taught him how to throw one of these.
Oh, he has no idea.
I'm gonna quickly just do a run of here's the pin. You count to nothing. You just throw immediately as hard as you can. Yeah. I knew this one guy who couldn't throw one of these to save his life or ours. So I need for you to be better than him.
He nods his head.
I'm going to ignore that for now.
Good. We got bigger fish to fry. So
that's the favorite. Is you ignoring his comments about grenades.
So who's going inside? It's Vincent, Val, and Josie?
Yes.
Okay. And then the two robots, one of them being K.O.M.R.A.D. Yeah, the kid's fine staying outside. Oh, you said Kit.
Yeah, I said Kit. I didn't say...
I thought you said kid.
Oh, no.
Kit, are you fine with staying outside?
I'm fine.
Okay. And then where's the strike team going?
They'll stay outside too.
Okay.
I don't want to scare people or whatever here.
Yeah.
It's close enough.
I think I would have let the kid.
What was it you wanted to say?
You said I think I would have left the kid and then cut out.
I think I would let the kid know not to use the grenade though, unless he sees the robot that we came with shooting at someone.
Yeah, he can follow simple instructions. He's 5. Okay, so Josie, Valentine, and Vincent walk into a hotel restaurant.
Bar.
Yeah, I was going to say bar, but then I'm like, it's not a bar. But it has a bar. It's the essential thing. So you walk into the restaurant. You see this, well-dressed man sitting at a table. He's got, remnants of a meal And what do you do?
I guess I motion for Vincent to take the lead.
That
So
looks
I
lovely.
do
What
have
you
one
have?
question. Do you let him know that you know who he is, or do you let him tell you? Because, like, you weren't told who the buyer was. You were told that you were going to be told once you get to the Golden Horizon. Do you want him to know that you already know that he's the buyer?
Um, it's pretty obvious. Like he's sitting.
Oh,
I
it's
figure.
definitely obvious, but you were told
Hmm.
this one thing, and I want to know if you want to go along with
Okay.
his thing or if you want to take charge.
Um,
I'd like to lean in the vow and go.
well,
Best not to bruise the man's ego.
yeah. Make it seem like you deduced his identity as opposed to finding it out through brute force on a computer.
You're muted.
I'd like to get next to the man,
Okay.
and look at his meal and go, what was on the menu today for you?
And he looks up at you and he looks down at his food. And then he says, Vincent Pricer, I presume. And he motions to get up
Absolutely.
to shake your hand.
I shake his hand.
Okay. He, gives you a firm handshake and then returns to his seat and gestures like, please, have a seat. I'm a big fan.
I sit down. This is pardon?
Hmm?
Pardon.
I'm a big fan.
By what way do you know me?
Reputation only, I'm afraid. I saw you once, but we never met.
May I'm sure I tend to be in my own headspace, busy work. By
Fair.
what reputation do you know me by?
Well, you've done
I
some
wasn't
work for my friends before. It was you that stole the teleporters from the Imperials, yes?
Ah, I see. I can neither confirm nor deny that at the moment. As is the nature of this business.
Of course. Well, we've got more business. I think you have something for me. I don't see it.
I mean, I just figured since you were eating, I'd bring it out for dessert, and I pull out a single ingot,
He
kind of
looks
just like
at
out
it.
of my breast pocket. There's a whole suitcase waiting for you once we can confirm that you have the funds for such a delectable dessert.
He, looks it over. He doesn't touch it. Looks genuine. I assume it is. And he, gets his case and, puts in a password and then opens it up to show you, a bunch of expendable, cred sticks. You can verify them
I'd
if
like to
you'd
check
like.
one of them. I'm
Okay.
definitely gonna verify.
Yeah.
Victor's going to verify. How does that check out?
Do you want to roll or do you want me to just tell you? You were muted. I assume you
feel like
wanted to
regardless
roll.
Yeah, I assume regardless of what happens, I know what it is.
Yeah. So you plug it in. Comes out to some total or some amount that adds up to what was it? Did we agree on a price? I don't think we did.
No, but Vincent doesn't work for less than 50 credits.
Right. Okay,
50,000.
so the total is 200,000 credits.
I'd make an effort to not look visibly excited.
Okay.
I make an effort not to drool.
So yeah, he looks up. Are all of you seated? Val, are you seated? Josie's going to take your lead on this.
Yeah. I mean, if he motioned for us to,
He did.
I figured since he was, yeah. So yeah, we see.
Okay.
I'll sit down opposite this guy, the buyer.
Okay. Would you ladies
I'd
like
like to-
anything? It's my treat.
I mean, what sort of place is this even?
This is like a
starting out
fancy
here?
restaurant.
Yeah, but
What kind of
What is
cuisine?
served? Yeah.
It's definitely a mix of cuisines. We've got British and American colonies nearby. We've got some Nigerian influences. It probably serves some food that would be common in Arabic regions. Based on just like the planets that are around it.
I mean, is the deal almost over? Like, I
Yeah.
don't know.
I'd like to lean into Val and go, hunger keeps the hustle happy. Let's keep this moving.
I mean,
Sure,
he won't be
fine.
offended if you don't order anything.
Uh-huh.
He's just offering.
Sure, fine. Is there something you would recommend?
He says something that
Uh-huh.
I don't know off the top of my head.
That's all right. I don't really care.
Yeah, he recommends
I-
something, says it's divine.
Mhm.
And then, servers come, a couple of minutes later with it while you're talking. So I assume
I'd
there
like
is...
to calm Vincent. I like to calm Comrade to bring in the suitcase.
Okay. Yeah, he's about to speak as you do that. It's like, oh, good. I don't have to ask for it. Comrade, what do you do?
I mean, you could just be the robot. Connor could stay outside, and it
Yeah.
could just be Well, I don't know which one we brought because you have a name for all of them,
You
and I don't know the names.
not any of them.
Yeah, I give it to one of the strike team to bring in.
Okay.
That's fine.
Yeah, he'll bring it in. While he does so, Comrade, you notice that the enemy combatants have formed up in some sort of formation around you. They're not in striking distance yet, but they are getting into position.
As I'm giving it to the guy, I'm gonna tell the captain it's shaping up for a fight.
Can we retcon this a teeny bit and just say that the strike team member is Grishma Cruz, because then we have that going, and it's a little bit of roleplay for a character we already know, so it's...
Yeah, sure. So Grishma comes in to the hotel or the restaurant and finds you pretty easily. They can see you from outside. Brings the case that has 16 ingots in it and thinks about where to put it, and then puts it on the table next to you, Val. And then, comes in close.
I grab the credits immediately.
Okay. She comes in close and whispers, Comrade says that troubles are brewing.
We are connected psychically. I'm just gonna...
True.
Right?
She is
So
not...
there's-
She is not particularly combat trained, nor accustomed to psychics. Despite being one, she's precog rather than a telepath. She opts to speak out loud.
Okay.
She
That's
wasn't
how you're
instructed not to. I think she would do it this way.
Okay. I mean, caution and all that. All right. Sure.
Yeah. I mean, she's not thinking about that.
All right.
He, takes note. Did I introduce his... I didn't give him a name, or I didn't tell you his name.
Nope.
No.
But I'm
That-
fine with that.
That was my fault. We'll pretend that I wasn't going to do that anyway.
Vincent is being charming, but I don't like this man.
Okay.
I immediately don't like this man.
Good. So yeah, he, may I see them? You're muted.
I open the case, I turn around and say, pleasure doing business, and I begin to walk away. I got family matters to attend to. My son's outside. I got to take him to the park in 5 hours.
He makes a sound, like a kind of sound of disappointment. Vincent, before you go, there are 16 in that case, and 1 on the table.
Yeah.
There are 3 empty slots.
Yeah.
What happened to the 3 missing ingots?
Very simple. When we went in there to steal the ingots from the facility that we did steal them from, there happened to be 3 missing that were being tested on in the lab that was inside the facility.
The refinery.
Yeah. Refineries have labs in them sometimes to check quality.
Not this one.
How do you know? Were you there? Did you set up this heist? No, I did.
He gives you a smile. Who stole them?
What do you mean, who stole them?
I know for a fact there were 20 ingots. There are 17 ingots.
And how do you know that fact? And how do you know that fact, sir? Because you're right, there were 20, but as I just explained, the facility was holding 3 in a separate location. It wasn't worth us splitting our time and our efforts into hitting both locations. If we could just hit one and grab 17.
The job was to get 20.
Job was to get you a sack full of ingots. Now, you can make mountains out of molehills all day, or we can walk away with a healthy relationship that could blossom into something lovely in the future.
I would like you to make a talk roll.
Shit.
A 10. Good.
Like, my kid I've been promising him all month that we can go to the park and you can pet stray cats, and I've just been blowing it off.
Vincent, normally what we do is we dock pay. This is an incomplete job, and that is unacceptable. However, as I said, I am a fan. I do like your work, and I do want to be in your good graces. So I will cover the rest of the cost. I will take from my own cut to pay you for the missing ingots. But you will owe me a favor.
How much of that cut
All right. So K.O.M.R.A.D owes this guy a
would have
favor.
been taken out? How much of your cut is being removed from this with the 17 ingots?
Oh no, you're getting all 200,000.
No. If you're trying to rope me into some Shanghai honky tonk, oh, mister, I'm going to show up in the future and take your firstborn son type of shenanigans, I'd like to have the option to just give you whatever the cut you needed was.
Alright. Normally, we take 10,000 per missing ingot, in this case. Plus an extra 1,000, 10,000. In this case, I will only take 3,000, not 4.
30,000.
30,000, not 4. And you will walk away with no debts to me. You're muted.
I want to transfer to him immediately 40,000 credits. And I'd like to take a single step towards the man. Now, you listen here. I love doing business. And I love making friends. But what I do not love is having people try to tug me around like I was a job unto myself. I am not a job. I got a son I gotta take to a park.
He gives you a happy smile, stands up, shakes your hand, and says, "Pleasure doing business."
Likewise. Vincent loves this character. Sorry, Victor loves this character. Vincent wants to shoot this man and regrets not bringing his revolver.
Yeah.
Like, Vincent would have killed this man if he had more than just a grenade.
Do you only have one grenade?
Well, because the kid has the other one.
Oh, I thought you had like a bandolier of grenades.
No,
I thought it would be less
literally
noticeable
grenade.
that he took one. Yeah, I think the business deal concludes. You get your 160,000 credits, and you walk out with no debts to this man, who I've not told you the name of.
I mean, do we get to know? Does he introduce himself and just?
Yeah, I meant to introduce himself as Ephraim Curtis, but forgot to. I even practiced it in the shower all day. Well, not all day, but while I was taking a shower this morning.
That's a long shower.
I did not shower for
goal
12
of this
hours, I'm
man.
sorry.
The goal of this man to try to take 40 grand from me for a favor when everybody, if he knows my reputation, damn well knows I don't work for less than 50,000.
No, he wasn't... Oh, wait, he was giving you that money. Yeah. Cool. Is that where the scene ends? Do we go back outside?
Yeah, we go back outside, and I immediately want a status report from Comrade.
They are gathering.
I mean, do you point out their positions?
Yeah.
Can we make it back to the ship without them confronting us?
No. They're setting up to stop you before you can make it to the ship, and then have 2 people behind you.
And they're specifically going for Comrade, right?
Presumably.
I mean, what set them off? What made them start searching for us?
I don't
I
think
think
you
it was
know.
pure chance. Just they saw me on the station.
Is that what
Who
happened
are
here?
these goons again?
They're Season soldiers.
So
from
we
Sisu.
don't know what the reason is?
You don't know.
or... Okay, but there is one.
Yes.
Okay,
I
that's
know the
different than
reason
a
why
shrug.
they found him. You do not.
That's different than a shrug.
Okay, I shrug because you don't know.
Okay. yeah,
I do
well,
know. I have a
okay.
plan.
All right.
Can we had the strikers outside of the building the entire time, so they didn't have to get rid of their gear, right?
I mean,
to get into the station, you need to get rid of your gear.
To get into the
Like-
station in general.
To get in the station, you
Yeah.
can't have obvious combat gear. Like, you
Yeah.
can have pistols, you were able to sneak grenades and knives in, but, like, assault weapons and assault armor is frowned upon. Though, like, protective clothing is fine.
Gotta get my shield in. Because we never actually talked about what gear I brought. So
True. The shield that... Is that the energy shield?
yeah, the one that it deploys, and so I could. Have
Yeah,
it
that's
turned
fine.
off. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they'd recognize that as a
hmm
thing, because that's on the other side of the sector that's popular.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, but there's like a hallway where you would go to get to the area where the ship is, and there are 3 of them in the way, and then there are 2 behind you. So you do outnumber them, but you will have to open fire. Presumably.
Okay.
There might be
Um,
other ways to get out of this.
Can you look on the schematics of this station, blueprints, whatever the term is, and see if there's like some way to sneak around? I'm talking to like the
Yeah.
people who have been looking.
Like Kit and Victor.
Yeah.
Is that a notice?
Let me check the skills just to make sure it wouldn't be anything else. I think it's probably notice. Yeah.
And I can help them with the role with lead because I gave them an idea in the first place.
Yeah. I'll allow it.
No.
Damn. Okay. Well.
Okay. Yeah, so there are passages, like maintenance passages, that go where that you wouldn't normally go. It'll take time to get into it, but you can try. They will notice that you're doing this, though.
What vehicle did we arrive here on?
The battleship.
The main battleship?
Yeah, like you parked it outside, and then a airplane boarding tube came to meet you.
And, okay.
Yeah. An airlock. And did we dock with the stellar bagels or just bagels? Because
Stellar.
Okay.
Because the Stellar does have to get, refueled.
What sort of gear does everyone have here? What is Josie wearing?
I think Josie has
Because we know what weapons she brought. But
armor.
What armor?
It's very far down on her character sheet.
That's everyone's character sheet, though.
Yeah. She has combat field uniform, which is street armor. Weird.
That might be that you just never clicked on the drop down.
Oh. Then she would have armored clothing.
Because combat is an option on the type of armor. So
Yeah, I probably just messed that up. She has secure clothing, which is AC 13.
Okay.
Wait.
All right.
Oh, no, she has an armored undersuit. I didn't even read that right. I thought it said unarmored. She's just wearing normal clothes. But she has an undersuit underneath. AC 13.
Oh, so she's not wearing the combat field uniform?
No, she
Why
is...
not?
Because combat field uniform, isn't that... That is, like, combat armor. That would be identified
No.
as...
Okay, so because its uniform doesn't seem like it would be necessarily like it doesn't sound out to me as armor, but if you say
Right.
it's armor,
I mean,
sure.
it's
We'll
under
just put that
combat
in.
armor.
Mhm.
She's wearing armored undersuit, which goes under clothing, which is hidden.
Right. Okay.
I know.
Um,
Or did I
mhm,
roll by accident? My bad.
I think so.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
clicked a button by accident. I know that Val and Comrade would have their normal armor because you can't take it off, and Val's is hidden.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Okay. So
Vincent is woven body armor, which
And that she
and a shield.
woven
I
body
have
armor seems like it would be
I
like
think
a bulletproof vest, right? Like it's
yeah, I
not.
think that's combat
Not
armor.
yeah. You can put a shirt over a bulletproof vest.
Yeah, and you got a good sneak roll, so I'll not do anything with that. I won't take it away from you.
Is it because it's even one AC lower than Josie's would have been had she tried to get the field uniform inside.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit easier, I would presume, to get through.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to ask Josie, what's going to happen if just Comrade were to walk down this hallway and try to walk past them without engaging them directly? What would they do?
She goes into a quick psychic trance that allows me to quickly brush up on the rules. Precog 2. They would. So yeah, she goes into this trance, and she comes out of it quickly, and says, unless he resists, they'll just arrest him. I mean, obviously they don't have, jurisdiction, but I don't think anyone's gonna stop them unless we stop them.
Okay.
I'd like to ask Josie to run another thought experiment.
Yeah, she smiles and it's like, all right, what do you need?
Well, Josie, if I put dermafilm on me, and me and my boy walk by them without engaging them, what would they do?
She looks into the future. They don't know who you are nor care.
Yeah, okay. That's what I figured. So,
Wait, so they just have a comrade?
Sounds like it, or seems like it.
I have a plan of action. So there's no way through the hallways to get out back to the ship without passing by them, yeah?
Right. You can go through ducts, but they'll notice that you're doing that and
Okay.
might be able to respond before you can get in.
Okay, how about an airlock, though? Can we go to an airlock and flush Comrade out the airlock? And then just walk by?
I like the idea,
Mm-hmm.
but you would have to pass them to get to the place where there are airlocks.
Oh, okay. So there's not like one right nearby.
No, you're like in the interior of this, cylindrical area.
Okay.
These
I'm
are
not-
humans?
Yeah, these are people.
I have an idea. I am going to separate myself from the group, go to the airlock, and flush myself out of the airlock. And what I'm going to be doing is holding a grenade.
Oh, okay.
So that they don't try to approach you.
Exactly. I'm going to
Okay.
hold a grenade, flush myself out of an
Okay.
airlock, let you guys go, and sneak back.
I like this idea.
If I may, can we leave first? Because they don't want us. Like,
Sure.
I don't want to be in between you, Grenade, and my kid. Like, I'd like for me and my son to leave first,
Okay.
if that's okay, and then you can commence your grenade-based plan.
Sure.
All right, go. All right. Vincent, get going to the ship.
Dermafilm me.
You don't have to dermafilm. They don't know who you are.
I'm going to Dermafilm. They're
Okay.
definitely not gonna know who.
All right. So yeah, Toddy, Vincent, the robot, MX3. Who else?
The strike
Grishma's
force.
there and
I
Josie
okay.
is there.
Josie and Strike Team. Okay, Josie and Strike Team also go with them.
Okay.
All right.
I'd like for Toddy to
Actually-
once we get past him to walk off by himself, and then I want to stay and keep an eye on Comrade.
So you're gonna pass them and be in the seating area.
I want to be within shooting distance.
Yeah.
Okay.
The seating area is within shooting distance.
Okay. So you.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, so you're not going all the way back then. Okay, that changes. All right. So then. Okay, Toddy, Strike Team, Robot. They can go back to the ship. Josie's gonna stay. He's gonna stay next to me. That's what we'll do. And we're gonna walk past them, all of us. But I guess Vincent, Josie, and I will be staying a little bit past, just to keep an eye on things with Comrade.
Okay.
I would like Zeus, out of Tom Zeus on the Stellar Bagels.
Yeah.
Okay. And say, get into the Dust Bagels. We need you outside, and I designate which airlock he's going to jump out of.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, he responds like, "Can do, Captain."
okay.
His voice changes often. I don't remember what it is.
It probably, is the translator torque
Yeah.
that he's using. That is like.
Oh, that's a good excuse.
There you go. Each update that each new patch that comes in for the software.
Yeah, it changes his voice just a little bit. Cool. Yeah. So everyone gets into position. All the non-PCs, besides Josie, go back into the ship. Zeus preps the other ship. And Kit, we focus in on Comrade. What do you do?
Alright, now that everyone's pretty much mostly gone, I'm going to make a beeline straight for the airlock. And as I come within grenade range of the people, I'm just going to kind of take a grenade, kind of hold it up, make sure everyone sees it, and then just puts it by my side and keep walking.
Okay. So the 3 soldiers that are waiting for you, they notice the grenade. I want you to make a roll to convince them to not act.
Some sort of intimidation, probably.
Yeah, there's no intimidate. There's just
I
talk.
mean, lead. Lead is though, because lead is making someone do something that they don't want to do.
Yeah. Okay.
Whereas, you make them. Okay, talk is convince them to do something that is good for them. Lead is convince them to do something that is bad for them.
So can you make
that's
an intelligence-based lead check with a +1?
Holy shit!
Wow.
13.
You got 2 6s.
Nice.
Okay. So yeah, it happens exactly as you wanted it to. You show them the grenade. You walk right up to them. They don't pull out their weapons. They stare at you the entire time. You pass right by them, and as you do, does Comrade have a serial number? Like, is he Comrade whatever? Or is he just called Comrade, and then others of his squad would be something else?
Comrade 3, technically.
Is Comrade 3?
Yeah. Because Comrade is the what his model is called, I suppose. So
Okay.
he's the third one of the batch.
So well, then that would just make him Mark III, Comrade Mark III, right?
No, not Mark III, because he's not the third generation. Like,
Oh.
they created like 6 of them, and he's the third one of that 6.
Okay.
Comrade just stands for, in
Okay, so
English, computer military apparatus.
okay, so in that case, your Borg name is 3 of 6. All right, cool.
So yeah, you pass by them, and as you do, the commander says, "You should have known. A paint job could not fool us." And then they let you pass.
I'd
And
like to
then,
make a stealth check.
okay. Why?
I want to see if I can discreetly drop my other grenade by them.
Okay.
I mean, their attention is on you. That's the thing.
Yeah, no,
That's
that
true.
doesn't-
I don't think that's even like a possibility. Like, I don't think that's like even make a roll. I think that's just like you can't. Like,
All right, never mind. I
You
won't.
should probably run.
No, I'm just going to leave.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
he
exit
doesn't
the
need
Drop
to
the
door.
run.
grenade, though.
No,
Don't drop the grenade.
he looks for the opening where he would be able to, but just as he does, he thinks about it. The 2 others show up from where he was walking from, and are able to better survey the area. He thinks better
Yeah,
of dropping his grenade.
imagine the moment that they saw him, they would have radioed him too for those guys to.
Oh, they did. They're running in.
Yeah.
While I do this, can I figure out which spacecraft is theirs?
Yes, I think you just once you go outside the space station, you will see it.
How close is it?
Well, let's get you there first.
Wait, no. I want to. How close is it actually? I want to know now
Okay.
because I just had a thought.
I don't know.
Because I was just going to attach a grenade to their engine.
No.
You have a battleship.
True. The grenade is so much more personal.
So anyway, you walk by them. They say that thing about a paint job. You get to the airlock. You close it. People security is trying to get you to not do it, but shut down the system. But you punch this button, the airlock opens, and you're sucked into the vacuum of space. You can see not too far away is a Season ship.
But could we have known where this ship was before he did that? Jumping out the airlock.
Yeah, I mean, you can get eyes on it pretty easily. You've got a guy in a ship just outside.
Right. What class of ship is it?
It's a frigate. It would be a patrol boat.
Okay. Patrol boat.
They have a minimum crew of 5, max
Okay.
crew of 20.
Oh, 20. Okay, I thought it was 10.
They have 25 hit points,
Mhm. Armor.
5 armor, 4 AC, 14 AC, 4 speed.
How well armed is it?
It only has 1 weapon.
Okay.
So what does the rest of you do? Comrade has successfully gotten out of this pickle.
These guys were military, right? They weren't like.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're wearing,
Alright.
their fatigues, essentially.
how far away is Comrade from the men right at this point? Like, is there any amount of distance?
He's
I
in
mean,
space.
yeah,
He
he
spaced
got
himself.
yeah,
So
he got
Comrade
out.
is effectively safe.
Yeah. They, book it to their ship, but
Yeah.
They're gonna try to get to the ship.
yeah. I mean, they could retrieve him
I would like
potentially.
to say that I've technically been like holding my action until now, waiting for them to be separate from Comrade.
Okay.
That's why I stayed around. I'm throwing my grenade at them.
No. I have a better idea.
No?
I have a better
Why?
idea. Yeah.
What's better than
Hack the docking clamps that to their ship so they're stuck there for a while.
baby? I can do both.
No, because I also need you to hack something else too. Okay. So their ship is stuck there.
Yep.
Um,
For a good while.
yeah. Victor, you gotta remember to push the talk.
What else do you need me to hack quickly? Because my hand is pretty hot on this grenade.
Uh, no, you can. We don't need trouble here. No.
Listen, I'm filled with a lot of pent up rage thanks to that little meeting. I
So
need this man to know that my reputation isn't just getting things done, it's aggressively dealing with people who are in my way.
I was thinking you could get both these guys and the guy you met and really hate apparently at that restaurant to both be incriminated for doing crimes. You can like doctor some footage, some security cam footage, and give it to the security forces aboard the station.
I'm a programmer. I don't know Adobe Illustrator. Like that's
I'll be right
Also-
back.
then in that case you can
all
make it
those
look
guys
like
on their ship at this point. Then
Huh?
you can make it.
Are the soldiers,
we
did you
locked
say?
the docking mechanism so that they wouldn't get into the ship, or that the ship couldn't leave.
The ship can leave.
So would they be in their
yeah.
ship?
They're going to their ship and they're going to be in it, if not now, very soon.
So I'm thinking you can make it so that you don't have to doctor footage then. You could just make it so that it looks like they stole something, like financial records, whatever, from the station's money or something, and they were in cahoots, and now they're trying to get away, and that attempt to like hurriedly get away could incriminate them further. I'm just saying, it doesn't have to be Adobe Illustrator.
I hear what you're saying, but Eric, let me ask you these two important questions.
Okay.
One, once they're on the ship, is it possible for me to close off the dock that's external so that they cannot get back into the station?
Sure. You rolled well.
Second, these are all different roles I'm willing to make. I guess there are three questions. The second question is, if spaceships of this size and magnitude, if something were to happen internally in which they suddenly need to flush out like a noxious gas, are there systems and vents in place to allow that to happen?
They have life support systems, so yes.
Yeah.
So that's all connected via the life support system.
I think so, probably.
Yeah, absolutely.
And my third question is, and the ship that's docked outside, technically that is still the vacuum of space, correct?
The ship is in the vacuum of space.
I'd like to hack their life support system
Okay.
and remove all oxygen from the ship.
I saw. Yep, I saw where that was going. You make it think that it's some like noxious gas as opposed to actually oxygen, so then it vents it all into space, so that they're stuck in there because you hacked the door, so they can't go back out.
Yeah.
I get it.
Okay.
I'm trying to suffocate these people.
Yeah. I will let you do that, but I'm going to make it two
How many
harder.
rolls?
Huh?
How many rolls do I need to do?
Just the one, but it's going to be with a difficulty of +2, so you'll roll at a -2. So this 11 becomes a 9, but you do have a reroll.
He has a reroll.
but only just one. So let's see. Partial success on tricking the system into thinking that it's poison gas and not oxygen.
Well, okay. Can I give him help with the lead roll because he's got a 9? If I could get him a +1, it's a 10.
How does lead help?
Because I was the one talking him through these ideas of like, you could do this, you could do that, and it's about inspiration, and it's about like think through these consequences before you like decide to do that thing. Don't say that.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Yeah, if he hadn't mentioned anything, I would have 100% just thrown the grenade.
And then you would have been terrorists
There
again.
You go.
Okay, yeah, you super lead. It's only +1, but that's a 10.
Mhm.
So yeah, they get onto the ship. You close the door behind them. It locks. The atmosphere is vented, and they all die without sending the message that they were going to send.
Problem solved.
Problem solved.
Now we don't even need to pick
No
up
matter
K.O.M.R.A.D.
what
Stay
the
out there.
reason,
I mean, Zeus picks him up.
like,
He's already out there.
K.O.M.R.A.D gets picked up. This proves exactly why we keep Vincent around, because the instant anyone wants to pick any one of you up, I kill all of them.
So, now that that's dealt with, can we get back? Can we go back onto the? Well, we didn't leave the station, so can we go onto this?
I mean, you're still on the station. What do you want to do?
Yeah, I'm saying. I would like to go aboard the ship now, restore life support, and take it for ourselves. Like we have the ability.
Steal it, yeah.
If we just need to, like,
I'm all up for that.
Even if there's like one guy with a space shoot, that there might be stragglers, that you'd have to pop. I think we should leave.
No. This will be great.
Well, can you at least see inside the hack the internal sensors aboard that ship, see if there's anyone left alive. But it sounded like from Eric that he said that they were all dead because, like, if no one sent the message, then they must have all died.
Yeah, you can look inside. There's floating, well, not floating because they still have gravity, but there's just corpses.
Okay,
I mean, they're suffocating people, but they'll be corpses soon.
So we just we take the ship and we go.
Okie dokes.
I mean, if you need us to, like, forge some data or
forging data is very easy for you guys. I'm not gonna make you do another computer roll. Cool. So yeah,
patrol boat.
you get a patrol boat. I'm just thinking, I don't think you have space for it.
That's okay. We can just assign a pilot from the strike team to pilot it, and they can jump alongside us when we need to.
Yeah.
We can give it to the Phoenix next time we run into them.
Yeah. All right. You get a cease and retriever.
Because we have the Just Bagels aboard the Stellar Bagels, right? And
Yeah.
That has room for one more? Or is it more? How many?
It has
It's
one
four
frigate bay and one fighter bay.
But how many can those fit?
I think just one.
One each?
Yeah. It's really
Okay.
low.
Okay.
All
right.
Yeah.
So then it just jumps alongside then. That's fine.
Yeah, I mean, you can assign 5 people to the crew or 10 people to the crew. It's small potatoes.
Yeah.
I'd like to put forward a name for our new ship.
Okay.
Just Pierre Geese.
I don't know how to spell that,
Something
but
locks.
I don't even know what that is.
I think pierogies?
Yeah, they're like for
I don't even know what that is.
Potato dumplings.
Russian dumplings.
You both talk at the same time.
It's Eastern European dumplings.
I'm going to pretend to know what dumplings are. No, I've heard of them. I can't think of what they are at the moment. Um,
Bread
Usually
pockets.
for the
Like,
potatoes and stout and like caramelized onions.
okay, we can't go like just punchy cajun. Uh, no, it's the French patrol boat. Just croissant or just baguette.
well, they are
I kind of
Polish.
love just baguettes.
There, here it is.
Okay. I never knew the name, but I've seen those. Yeah. But yeah, just baguettes though.
I do like it.
But I'm not French.
Yeah,
So
sisu
the people who
is
invaded your homeland were.
no, sisu is Polish and Sahul is Russian.
Uh,
Oh, I just remembered. I spent like a weekend making flags for some of these places.
Nice.
I'm not gonna show them to you right now, but I am
Did you-
so proud of them.
Nice. Do you see that like one? Well, there's a number of videos talking about like what is a good flag, and here are some.
Yes,
really
I watched lots
hilariously
of them.
bad. Yeah, there's some hilariously bad official flags out there in the world.
Yep.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, great. I'd love to see those flags. at some
Yeah.
point. But we don't have to do it right now.
No, we can do it another day.
Okay.
So you
Job
did the
done.
thing. You leave, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, we had what else? What the hell else were we doing? We were going someplace. It's been a while. Can you put it back to the map?
My sister's getting kidnapped.
Oh yeah, your sister's ship blew up, and she texted you.
Yes, that's right. I remember now. Where was that system?
That is Sauri Prime. Vincent's
Okay,
home
that's-
system.
That's 2 jumps away.
Yeah,
We can.
you'd go through Crake and then to Sauri Prime.
Okay. And it's here that the pirates are.
Yes.
Okay, I don't think they're
So
gonna bother
pirates
a battleship.
They
But
probably
never
won't bother a battleship. I did prepare a fight in case something went wrong and you pissed off some people, but the only people you pissed off are dead, so they're not gonna hire the pirates to come after you. Yeah, you take off. It's I think a day out, and then 3 days, and then another day to get to Crake. Oh, Crake is in Imperial territory.
Yes, and
No, you're not criminals. I mean, you are, but they don't know that.
yeah, we cover our tracks. That's the thing.
Yeah. I wanted to do like a scene where maybe they try and make your life difficult, but they wouldn't even. I mean, that's not even
No.
attention. They don't even know. You did
My
the
kill count
worst
for men in
attack.
uniforms is so high.
Yeah, I mean, you guys committed the most successful attack on Imperial space ever, and they don't even know who you are.
Because it was that successful.
You just killed everyone who's ever seen us.
Pretty much.
Exactly.
Anyone you don't like.
You don't need to be stealthy when everyone's dead.
Yep. I did that for Dishonored. So we ran through all my prepared content. But if you guys are satisfied with the session, I am. Also.
I could keep going. It's just because we don't play very often that
Yeah, that's true. Do you want to do some stuff on the ship? I think you guys have some clocks that you want to run.
Sure, yeah.
Cool. Let's do that then. We've got quite a few things. And I think some of you have goals related to them. So we should definitely do that. Victor, you're muted.
Related to what?
related to your clocks. Like, you explicitly have one related to one of these clocks, the virus. Right?
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, so who wants to go first? Who wants to set a scene? Because I do like tying these to roleplay so that it's not just
Yeah. I'm
rolling
gonna need to think
dice.
about it for a bit.
Okay.
So someone else go first.
Yeah, I'd like to walk into the office of the woman who's been working on the physical virus.
She is on a different spaceship.
She on the goddamn.
She's on the world ship. You do have your own computer virus, and you do have your son that you'd like to teach.
I do that so I can kill two birds with one stone.
Okay.
I work with him. I point things out as I'm programming them, explaining what like things are doing, what's false, what's true, like if and like all that jazz.
Yeah.
While at the same time having him improve his egg cream making skills. Like every once in a while, I go egg cream, and then he has to make it as fast as possible. And then if he does well, I give him more credits.
Okay.
Also, what's the split take on the credits we got from that exchange?
Good question. There was 160,000 credits, and you're muted.
You have to give some that strike force, right?
No. So the Strike Force and the crew are paid. Well, so the Strike Force is paid by Val's salary. So she has a salary from the Phoenix, and then she spends all of it to give them money. And then
We should still toss them like 1,000 credits each, just because like bonuses help keep up morale.
yeah.
And there, I mean, that's for me to figure out. That's
And
because-
then
yeah.
the crew is paid for directly by the Phoenix, which is why they can tell you to do anything at all. So they don't have to get a cut. They just have salaries, and they just follow orders because that's what they're paid to do. And then there's the three of you, and Mirko, Josie, and Zeus,
and a whole bunch of robots.
and a whole bunch of robots, but robots don't get paid except for Kit. So how many people is that? Oh, plus Toddy. So 1, 2, 3. The four of you.
And Josie.
Yeah. Zeus, Josie, Toddy, plus 4, 7.
Plus Mohan.
Mohan is paid for by the Phoenix.
Just,
He's a member of the crew. So yeah, if you want to split it 8 ways, you can then put some into the ship fund.
Yeah.
So that'd be 20,000 each. You're muted.
Body's getting 800 credits.
okay.
Every time he brings me a good egg malt in the quick span of time that I'm giving him, he gets an additional 50. So, is that like a good? What's the egg malt roll on Toddy?
So he has all these. Toddy has his own skill tree, and it's all about like pleasing Vincent and like all
Yeah.
these like unique skills owing to him. Like they're not actual real skills.
Yeah, I'll make a custom character sheet just for him, with a custom class.
Yeah, so it's like cooking, stealing, bartering,
Yeah,
stealing
programming.
again. Uh-huh.
I don't think Toddy makes rolls for this. You're muted again.
Am I making rolls to see how much progress I make on the computer?
Yeah, you should make a rule. I think if you're trying to split it with teaching Toddy, it should be charisma based. Right? So that's a 9. So that's 1 tick. So you can put it in either.
This is a new scene, right?
Oh, it is a new scene. You can reroll.
How?
It's a flaw.
It's a bug with Roll20.
Yeah, there's something that says like ++1 for some reason.
Yeah.
But it's 1 + 3 + 9. That's. Wait, no. 1 + 2 is 3 + 9 is 12. So yeah, you get 2 ticks, and you can split them between Vincent's computer virus and teach Toddy to code. Do you want to split them, or do you want to put 2 in 1? You're muted.
If I put 2 in 1, does this go through one E and out the other of Toddy?
Yes. So if you just focus on your computer virus, Toddy's not paying attention. If you just focus on Toddy, then you don't actually make any progress on your code. But if you can split it, so there's one each, you're muted.
I'll split.
Okay. Cool. So the computer virus is getting close to done, and then the other one is half done.
Do we get a little scene of like how you do this?
Yeah. I mean, you showed us like a little bit. Can you go a bit more in depth?
Oh yeah, so essentially what it's going to be me sitting him down, reminding him of what C is, having him potentially like type something out. I'll give him an instruction, try to make this work, and then he'll write a line down. If he does it incorrectly, I'll rewrite it for him, show him where he made a mistake. But it's really like integrated. Let's actually you and me work on this together while we drink egg malts.
Cool. Yeah, I think that works pretty well. It also probably helps him improve his attitude towards you. I don't have a clock for that, but he's spending time with you, and you're helping him learn things. He'll probably forget this by the end of his childhood. And not like the stuff you're teaching him, but like the part where you kidnapped him.
Right, but also I gave him a grenade, and that's pretty cool. Like,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
slowly moving from cool uncle to embarrassing dad.
Yeah. I do have a question. Because your pictures were covering it, I don't actually know if I ticked up the Teach Junior to Code bit.
How many ticks was it before?
I think it was 2 or 3, and now it's 3.
Hmm.
Oh, wait. I could do... Okay, yeah, it was... Yeah. I just pressed Control-Z, and it showed me.
Oh, cool. Yeah, my character sheet was in the way, so I didn't see.
That's fine. Victor, you're muted again.
I forgot that under drones is Junior.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so he's there.
Oh, he does have a character sheet.
I guess you probably should just give him an actual name on the character sheet so you remember it's him.
I do. It's just in like a subfolder that I didn't look at. He has a laser pistol, and I guess I have to give him a grenade now, unless you take it back.
He earned that grenade.
Okay.
It's not even that he was sneaky. I was just so proud that he was that ballsy to just steal a grenade from him.
Yeah. Cool. He's pretty happy about that. Alright, does anyone have a scene ready?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
So, I like to, I don't know, we're having a meal in the mess hall.
Okay.
And I'd like to be with Josie. And I like to talk about the situation that just occurred
Yeah.
in the station. So Josie,
Yeah.
you didn't get shot.
I didn't. Yeah.
Congratulations.
I'm relieved. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that means that Mirko's a pretty poor precog.
He's not well trained.
Uh, um, yeah. So, um, what were your thoughts about that situation? How would you have run it? We were in trouble. We were pinned in by those guys. Now, with the benefit of hindsight,
Well, sometimes I have hindsight before it happens, but
sure.
now that I know for a fact of what's happened, sorry, I have a lot on my mind. I'm trying to go through it again.
Yeah, no. And Valentine says, like, I realize you're not a post-cog.
Right. Oh, McAfee is popping up. You're asking her specifically about the Seasons?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't think I'd take as big a risk with I don't think I'd take as big a risk as Comrade did with his grenade, but
if you were in his shoes, you mean?
if I was in his shoes, though I've got my human biases.
Yes, and he doesn't have shoes, but anyway.
She laughs at that because yeah, it's funny. But knowing what we knew, I think I'd do most of it the same way. I would have definitely flanked them. I'd try and leave someone with Comrade so he wasn't so exposed, but...
Okay. Come on. And I get up and
Okay.
And follow. I say to her.
Sure, where to?
I think I would comms the strike team. It's like, training's happening now. Meet us in the, I don't know what the term would be, but it's basically like a gym, right?
The danger room.
Sure, it's like a special room in the.
Yeah.
I like to think of it like this. It is a room about the size of a gymnasium that has like nanite covered walls. I mean, this is a Tech 5 chip, so we have this stuff. And it is like very shock absorbent. Walls, ceiling, floor. And you can even go so far as to turn off the gravity inside the room without affecting the rest of the gravity in the ship, or like reverse it or whatever.
Yeah.
So you can do crazy stuff with combat training. And so I have the strike team form up, and then I turn to Josie and I say, train them.
And she, a bit shocked, is like,
You've been in a lot of combat lately.
Yeah.
Since you joined with us.
Yeah.
What have you learned in all this time? What piece of knowledge have you gained that you want to share with them?
Okay. She thinks about it a little.
If you can't think of something, Eric, as
I
yourself,
am drawing a total blank. I was not expecting this.
Have a
throw
few free.
grenades.
That's a good one.
How to throw grenades.
That's a good one. Yes, coming from him, it's really good. Yeah, we should get Flintlock here. He needs to learn this. No. Well, it could just be you could if you can't think of anything, it could just be a roll that you make and to see how well she does.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I figured we'd do a roll.
Yeah, it could be a lead roll. But I don't like. I don't know. I feel
Yeah, I
like
mean,
maybe
when I ask you do this thing, I want you to tell me what it is you're doing. So I
yeah.
don't want to just say I'll just
I have
make the
ideas
roll
what
and
it could
not.
be.
Yeah, I mean,
I have
I'm
ideas what
definitely
it
open
could
to
be.
ideas.
But the thing is, it kind of is supposed to be Josie thinking of this. I don't know.
Right, but
Um,
I don't play Josie. Josie's an NPC that I inhabit when
you play.
necessary. But y'all can have control over the NPCs too when it's appropriate.
I guess because it is her specialization, also because she's worked with Mirko a lot,
Yeah.
it could just be how to work alongside a psychic in a squad in a clever way to use their powers. Because we have some
Yeah.
psychics on the strike team, so I guess it's more like it's about like team building
Yeah,
and
it's
a team
like
building exercise.
how to use psychics in tandem with regular tactics.
And also how to use multiple psychics together,
Yeah.
that sort of thing. Because this is something I can't teach these people because I'm not the psychic,
Right.
like I've done it, but it helps to have.
And she is a telepath who, regularly is used as a hub and
Yeah,
knows how to do that.
exactly. So,
Yeah.
you want to maybe?
Yeah,
I
I'm
could see this being
thinking.
like a psychic role even.
I mean, I was thinking of doing a psychic roll. I just didn't
Yeah.
know what
Okay.
she would teach, but that is a perfect thing. I think we roll telepathy with
Mhm.
charisma.
Mhm. Okay. Um.
This is weird. I'm rolling.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yay. Awesome.
Do you want this to be for psychic training or like strike team training?
Yeah.
I think that would be
Yeah.
making sense.
That's exactly what I was going for.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that completes the clock.
Nice. Okay. So I guess we bump up the stat block for them or something.
Yeah, I will make a note to do that.
Because yeah, they were like common soldiers or something. Now they're I don't know what it was that we decided at this point, but
I
I know
don't
there was like a
remember
tier above.
either, but I have it written down, and I will write this somewhere I look often, so that I'll know to go there.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. And I'll make that bold so it stands out. Cool.
Mhm.
Yeah, so she goes in, she's like drawing a blank for a bit, and then I think she hears an explosion off in the distance, and we all know what this is. It's Mirko messing up something. And she remembers, oh, of course. I have a very specific experience in dealing with like coordination. And so she, gets into the middle and starts leading these people. She bumbles a bit, but she manages to get
She
them
rolled
through.
a 10. I don't think that bubbling is
At the
good
start, she bumbles a bit, and then she
Okay.
comes into her, she becomes confident in addressing these people, and based on her knowledge of this subject matter, she's able to teach them how to coordinate with each other and with others.
Hell yes. Awesome. Wonderful. All right.
I think that is the first clock that has been finished.
Yay. Yeah, get rid of those clocks. Man, there's so many clocks.
Yeah, too many.
All right. So, yeah, I think once the session is over, and we dismiss the strike team.
Yeah.
I'd like to talk with Josie, and be like, So how was that?
I think it went well. I think they actually learned something from me. And
Mm-hmm.
she's smiling pretty widely. She's
Yeah.
19. She's
Pleased with
never done
herself.
that.
Yeah. Um, awesome.
Yeah, these people are all older than her, but she still can.
Nah,
Are they not?
there's one. There's one we know that isn't.
Oh, true.
Um,
Wait,
right?
who?
Abe isn't. Wait, how old is Grishma now?
I think
I got
Grishma's
the.
in her 30s.
Oh, I got the impression that she was much younger, like because she was still figuring out a lot of stuff with her powers or something. Um,
I don't know. I don't remember. I think
but,
she's older than Josie,
okay, sure. In that case,
because Josie's not even 20.
right. I guess there might be some strike team members that are about her age because you got to think that like when people join the military, they could
Yeah.
be
Okay, yeah. So they're like
so.
people close to or older than her.
Mhm.
She's, that's uncomfortable to start teaching people who like presumably have more experience than you. But it's like it was a bit weird, but I think I got it, and I think they actually learned from me. That's pretty cool.
Mhm. Would you like to do that again?
Yeah.
Would you be comfortable leading these people into battle now that you know them a bit? If you led a squad,
I think I could. Yes.
okay, all right, good work today.
Thanks.
And yeah, that's the scene.
Cool. I like it. And Kit, do you have something?
Psychic mix, but I'm not really sure what I can do right now.
You do have some new information you can go over. The squad uplink.
Yeah. I'm going to
If you want to
see if
try
I
and
can't
sorry.
institute a squad uplink like that.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I think that would be pretty cool. I already said that. Yeah, how do you go about this? How do you do that?
Maybe like I guess programming, perhaps.
Okay, that's the skill, but how do you take this
Okay.
information and do something with it? What do you do in fiction?
All right. Maybe. So these mechs are going to be better mechs than all the others, and they also have some level of psychic capability, right?
Well, they're mechs, so it's like a bodysuit, but there'd be some sort of psychic potential to them.
Maybe try and figure out a way where they can almost like connect to each other psychically as well as technically.
Okay. Yeah, use like some psychic shenanigans to.
So like even if like all their sensors got
Yeah, have like a backup that wouldn't be affected by EMP.
yeah, something like that.
Okay. Do you want to use one of the ingots?
Sure.
I don't think it would. It doesn't consume the ingot. I don't think.
Would I use a metapsionic skill?
Yeah, I think you could do that. You could use an intelligence-based metapsionics, and I'd give you a +1 for using the ingot.
Oh, that was.
So 7 still gets 1 tick. So how does this go? How do you How do you do this?
Maybe I managed to get it so that there's a connection, but it doesn't fully work properly just yet.
Okay.
Like, it's like there's a connection, but it's shorting in and out. It needs more refining.
Okay. I've got another thing, and you're free to, say no, but I'll give you 2 ticks if you use up the ingot. If you get rid of it, you incorporate it into the design.
Vincent, what do you think?
Could you give me the option again? What?
So, to use an ingot of Obtainium to make it so...
that's cutting into Miyako stash. I could give less of a shit.
So
All right,
maybe
I say go for it.
okay. So maybe do this. Take 1 tick now. Talk to Scott about it.
Yeah, and then figure that out next session. Yeah, so I'll take 1 tick for now and kind of maybe put one on like a back burner.
Well, so I'm saying 2 additional ticks.
So you could get up to 3.
Yeah, I'd be giving you 3 ticks.
Yeah, I'll talk to Scott about that, and we'll see.
All right, I'm writing a note. Cool. So yeah, you have like a semi-psychically linked mech schematic. It's bare bones right now, but yeah.
All right.
Okay, so you travel through space. It takes however long it takes. I forget. I think it's 10 days to go 2 jumps. And you get to Sauri Prime. You're still on the edges of space. This is where your sister is, Vincent. And
I think I might have to actually bounce, by the way.
okay, we're gonna end right after this. I just want to do one last thing. And Valentine. I don't know where you are. Presumably the bridge. But when you enter the system, the ship floods with messages, as it does every time you enter a system. But one of them stands out. It's from Flintlock. And it says, "Help?" ? And then we end the session.
Oh, he just probably got into another handful of grenades.
That's not quite what the message says, actually. The message says, "Hello, old bean. It isn't too much of a jaunt out of your way. Me and my fellows would greatly appreciate any assistance you might be able to potentially give it to us."
Yeah, no, Flintlock would never use such a short word like help.
Right. Oh.
Salutations, yours.
I have a way better idea.
Yeah.
He doesn't say help. He doesn't say all that jargon. It's just one word. Behemoth. And coordinates.
And then, okay, alright.
Hello, bean. We seem to run into the range of the behemoth. I think it might be possible.
Awesome. Great, that's a perfect place to end it.
Yeah, I like it. You're muted.
Mhm.
I've got to go. Someone's downstairs waiting for me. Sorry.
All right, no problem. Sorry to keep you.
See you guys.
Alright. See ya.
I'm going to write myself a note to do goals again.
Yes, we need to do them right now.
Yes, anyone who can stay
Mm-hmm.
should. But Kit, if you do have to leave, you can leave.
You wouldn't mind if I just went first, would you?
Yeah, we can do
Yeah,
you
go ahead.
first. Where's your character sheet? There it is. So, what goals did you complete? Did you get away with the theft of part of the stolen Obtainium?
Did.
Okay, that's the thing.
I don't think we have agreed on the amount.
I mean, it's
You
1.
did-
Also, it's a mission, so you get 3. You've completed the mission.
Remember that you still need to write in one more goal.
Yeah, that too. Also, Kit, you vanished.
Yeah, my Chrome isn't cooperating. Do you think you might be able to just fill that in for me?
Yeah, so you get... Where's XP? You get an XP for the goal, and you get 3 XP for the mission. Spread communism?
Haven't done that quite yet.
No. Work with Mirko and Vincent to create advanced mechs. You did work, so you will get a tick onto your XP tracker, but not onto your XP amount.
Fair enough.
And then find out about core programming.
Not quite, no.
I would say you at least learned something. You don't get the XP, but you do add to the tracker.
Okay, that works too.
Yeah.
What did you learn?
That I'm still being hunted.
No, that you learn that there's another one out there.
There's another one out there.
Was that not clear?
Yeah, because they spoke to you and said you were Comrade 3.
Oh.
No, they didn't say that he was Comrade 3. They said something about a paint job and that not fooling them.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
I was going to use a different serial number, but then
Mm-hmm.
I thought serial numbers would be more different.
Yeah.
We're kind of like one-of-a-kind prototypes, so they didn't really like put us into mass production, so there's no serial number.
Yeah, there's like 6 of you, right?
Yeah.
And I think you're the only one that you knew was still active.
Correct.
So yeah, you learned that there's another one still active out there.
At least one.
Yeah, at least one.
Yeah.
Cool. So if you have to go, feel free to. We'll do Valentine's.
Yeah, should I level up Flintlock?
Let me think about that.
Because I am more than willing to play him in addition to,
Yeah, I think we'll talk about that. I think for when he's around, you'll probably play him also. I'll have to fill you in on what he's been up to.
Alright.
Alright, so good night and good luck with your interview.
Thank you, have a good one.
You too.
Yeah.
So, Valentine Strand.
Awesome.
You
Yeah.
get 3 experience points from the mission.
Mm-hmm. I'll do the experience. You don't need to type it in like a...
Yeah, I won't. I'll just look at it.
Okay, so protect the ship's crew. I would say so. I was protecting them from themselves mostly this time.
Yes. You did protect your reputation as well. You were not considered terrorists for throwing grenades inside a spaceport,
Yes.
which you
and I
did
think
do at one point back in season 1.
that's-
But
yeah,
no one caught you.
Yeah, exactly.
They
'Cause
died.
Because
Yeah.
someone is looking out for them.
Yep.
So
So yeah, you can take XP for that.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so that's 4. Work towards filling the empty position.
I think you filled the empty position.
I'm not.
I think you filled it?
No, not yet.
Oh, that's not the empty position?
No, there's more tasks, more tests.
Okie dokes. So
Uh,
add to the tracker, but don't add to your XP total.
yep.
So did you help empower your crewmates to solve problems?
I would say so, given that. Well, first off, like, I was giving Vincent ideas and Comrade ideas. I was the one that came up with flush Comrade
Yeah.
out
Okay.
the lock, and
Take the XP.
yeah, okay, that's fine.
You did train.
Yeah,
Yeah, so you get 3 XP for that as well.
and 3 XP. But that's also, I think, is that finished, or is there more that I can train them?
So you can take the XP now, but if you want to train them more, we can start a new goal and start a new clock.
And would it how would that? What would it look like? Because I feel like we know, having completed this clock, we know what the result is going to be. They're gonna stats are going to be. What is it going to look like when they complete another clock? Is there another tier above that?
Let me check.
Because otherwise, we have to find a way to, for there to
Yeah,
be a
so
result.
they're veteran fighter now. They'll go to elite, and then they can become heroic.
Oh, so they're already going to be elite.
So they'll be elite, and then...
Okay, so yes, I would like to start a new clock, so I won't take the XP just yet.
I mean, you can take the XP now because you did complete the clock, and then we can start a new clock.
One, so I won't change the goal.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, so
and then something behemoth. I don't think you get XP or add to the tracker. All we did was mention it.
Yeah, the behemoth stays.
Yeah, but I'm excited to show you the behemoth again.
All right, so okay, so that's 8 XP.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
And then I will add...
Oh, and we got 20,000 credits, right?
Yes.
I forgot to add that. I'll need to do that now. Okay. Awesome. Fantastic. I really liked the role-playing this session.
Yeah.
Towards the end there.
Yeah, I think we had a good...
You're just adding that note to remember to give it to the players who aren't here?
Yeah, anyone who's not here, because some people might have added it, like I assume Victor added it, but I don't know that he did. So I will ask him when he gets here.
Cool.
Whenever that is.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I'm happy with
Are we
this
good for the
session.
stream?
Yeah, I can end the stream. That's a good idea. Before we go, if you want to follow me on Twitter, it's atypical_games. You can hear about this game and my West Marches game, which we're playing on Sunday. And if you want a character named after you, you can use the hashtag sliceofpie_game, and I will check it to see if you promote the show to your friends and whoever follows you. I will reward you with a named character. I'll get in contact with you. That's the stream.